Welcome to another short and sweet review. This week we are taking a look at Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Workers and Resources Soviet Republic is a really in-depth city builder. It took me a while to get used to it, but once I did, I was hooked. What sets it apart from other city builders is that you need to place every building individually. This gives you more control over your city and allows you to create modular production lines for processing your various resources. But before we get started, I would just like to give a massive thank you to everyone that put me onto this one. Your suggestions really do help the channel out, so thanks again. I found the basic controls fine. You move and pan without any issues. What took me time to get used to was the camera. I'm not sure how I can describe it, but it seems a bit clumpy and restrictive at first. I did, however, get used to it after a few hours of playing, but it was definitely noticeable at the start. The graphics are pretty good. I think everything looks pretty much as you'd want for a city builder. The UI could do with a bit of work though, in my opinion. The menus can take over the screen pretty fast and they can be pretty clunky. It's also pretty easy to miss out on important information which pops up on the screen. It would be good if these had a bit of a hang time before disappearing. It took me an embarrassingly long time to realise you can show a guide to help build roads and buildings, but I got there in the end. One of my favourite things about this game is the soundtrack. I found myself bobbing along as I was playing. I just think it's absolutely perfect. My first piece of advice while playing Workers and Resources is to play the tutorials. Especially if you're used to games like City Skylines or SimCity, Workers and Resources is a completely different beast compared to those games. You will need patience to play this game. Nothing is done automatically and the effects of what you do takes time. Don't expect that school you just built to instantly raise the education level, and don't even consider building the food factory straight after the farm and expect the crops to be there sat ready and waiting. Just like in real life, the best things come to those who wait, and that is 100% true here. Yes, everything takes more time in Workers and Resources, but the cities you can create are so much bigger and you have so much more control over them. It's so rewarding to figure out the best production flow and seeing your city work and make money. Workers and Resources also has a much more detailed set of needs for your citizens. They don't just want parks and shops, you'll need to tend to their entertainment, make sure they have their supplies of food, their meat, clothes and electronics. Are they close to a church? Can they work? Do they need childcare? It's much more detailed than other city builders. This was an absolute joy to play. It's a fantastic game. It was so much fun. City builder fans of the world, go out there and play this right now. Well, that is it for this week's review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up, and if you didn't, a thumbs down. And if you want to see more short and sweet reviews, I'll put a link to another one on screen now. If you have any suggestions of any games you want us to take a look at, then drop us a comment down below. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, ta-ta for now.